Alright guys, Matt here from Laidlaw Harley-Davidson. So for a long time now, I've gotten a lot of questions and requests for a bike washing video on the YouTube channel here. So I'm here with the #1 detailer in Southern California, Chopper Mijo Arturo. He's going to be showing us what he does. He's detailed, what do you think, Arturo, thousands of bikes in your lifetime? Easily thousands, if not tens of thousands of detailed jobs in his life. And so we're going to be going over some different like chemicals and things like that to put on different surfaces and different situations, like maybe different cleaning obstacles, what type of products that we use here at the dealership. So we're going to be cleaning up a Softail breakout today, and we're also going to be doing a paint protection coat on a bike as well. So we got a 2019 Softail breakout here. It's got aftermarket pipes on there, and we've got a lot of hard water spots on here and a layer of dust as well. So we're going to be showing you start to finish how we clean this up. A lot of hard water and dust on the rocker box covers there as well. And we've also got the leather seat and leather bags here. So we're going to be showing you like our leather products that we prefer to use as well. We got like some grime and grease on the chrome here on the forks and the plastic parts of the headlamp. It's a lot of like baked on dirt and like hard water and stuff. A lot of hard water on the chrome on the outer primary here. So we're going to be showing you guys, like I said, some things to address that. A lot of grime and stuff on the wrinkle coats, on the cylinders, and on the case. So we're going to do a start to finish job here. So before we power wash, we always cover up the air filter just with like some painter's tape, some blue painter's tape here. Make sure we don't saturate the air filter with water. So we just tape that off. So what Arturo's got here is he's got a really fine piece of steel wool. Let's see that piece of steel wool real quick, Arturo. Is that like a certain like grit or something to it? Or is it just like a really fine steel wool?
It's like 3-0.
3-0?
Yeah. You can use 3-0 or 4-0.
3-0 or 4-0. That signifies how rough the steel wool is. So this is a really fine steel wool. And what that does is it really cuts the hard water spots on this thing. Hard water can be really hard to get off the chrome.
After I do that, I blot off everything so they don't have like little residual of the steel wool. Okay. So you blow off the little residual of the steel wool? Yeah, and I just wipe it off.
So this is just a microfiber cloth. He's just going to wipe off all the excess grime and the residual from the steel wool. You can see the shine and polish there. And you compare that to one that has the hard water on it still. And this is the one that he treated with the steel wool. Okay, he's gonna do the same thing on the chrome forks here. This has a lot of that like caked on grime, where it's just like dust and road grime and like hard water that's been like sun baked onto the chrome forks. Again, he's just gonna hit that with the really fine steel wool. Wipe it down with the microfiber. And you can see here on this side the difference. So next up, we're gonna do the wheels. So what he uses here is the S100 Total Cycle Cleaner. He just has a brush. What kind of brush is that? That's just like a normal like dish brush, yes. Right? Just a normal brush that you can buy like any store to do the dishes or whatever. And what kind of brush is that?
That's for Harley.
It's a Harley brush that you just sell right off over the counter at any Harley dealer. Yeah,
this one is pretty good for spokes too.
Great for getting in between spokes with this one. Yeah, it's like a plastic brush.
Yeah.
Like a synthetic plastic brush.
Yeah, all right, coming together with another kind of brush.
So comes as a pack?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to get both sides, so you're spraying the rotors as well with that stuff, right?
Yes.
Is that like a degreaser, or what is that?
It's kind of like a degreaser, wheel cleaner.
degreaser wheel cleaner. It's cleaning the brake calipers, the rotors, the wheels, everything with that. We use the center stand back here. It's just a simple, put the center stand underneath the frame, drop this handle back, and it raises the rear wheel off the ground. That way you can spin the rear wheel. Makes it a lot easier to clean them. Okay, so we're gonna start on the engine now. So he's gonna be using the S100 product, the same product we use for the wheels. He's just gonna spray everything down and just saturate it in this cleaner. It'll dissolve some of the grease and the grime, the road grime and stuff. He likes to spray a good amount by the oil filter in the front. That's where, especially the guys that do the oil changes themselves, there's always additional oil dropping down there, right there in the oil filter. This is where oil can leak when you take your filter off. All over the engine case, the primary. And then would you say, Arturo, below the primary as well? A lot of oil?
By the oil drain.
By the oil drain?
Yeah.
Oil collects there, so we spray that on. This is gonna look like a brand new bike when we're done here.
Oh, they have to be kind of cold, the engine.
Okay, so don't spray it on when it's hot?
Yeah, no.
Let the motor cool off?
Yes.
Okay, that's good advice.
They can just any soap.
Any soap?
Any soap. Wash Me, they can buy it right here in parts department.
So we have like the Harley-Davidson soap that you just mix in a large bucket of water.
Yeah.
And grab yourself like the microfiber glove there, and just go to town with your hand. Get it all sudsed up. So you pretty much soap down pretty much everything, right? Even the leather and everything?
Yeah. I just don't spray too much water on the seat and too much soap.
Does it get saturated or what?
Yes.
Okay. We're hitting those wheels again, the fender, all the painted parts, your gas tank, hitting the forks again, the black powder coated lower portion of the forks as well, hitting pretty much everything on the bike. Front headlamp, hand controls, switch housings, mirrors. Alright, we're gonna rinse it down now. So we just have an electric blow dryer here, and we're gonna blow off all the excess water at this point. Alright, next up we got what we use is the pig spit. So this is a great, like, it really brightens up the engine case, like your wrinkle black finishes on like your engine case. We spray this all over, and we also spray it on the exhaust. This also can be sprayed on like some of the plastic parts, like the horn cover and things like that. Do not put this on your pegs or your grips. It is really slick by nature, and your feet will slip right off the pegs if this gets on your pegs. And the exhaust, the wrinkle black portions of the engine case. Look. Yeah, look, the plastic looks really dull there, like the rubber. Rubber looks really dull. So this is gonna give that a nice gloss to it. Sprays it on the cylinders there, the heat fins, the ignition coil there, the inner primary, again the engine case. So then Arturo comes back over like the pipes. If they look like they're still wet and like there's excess like residue from the pig spit, he just gives it like a single wipe just to make sure like it doesn't run or drip or anything. Then when you wipe it off, you still have like that nice like brand new glossy look underneath. So the exhaust system looks brand new again. This thing's cleaning up nice. Okay, so the last thing he does is he's gonna do one more rundown on the paint. And he uses Harley-Davidson's gloss detailer. So this is used once the bike has already been soaped down and you have the surface really clean. This just gives it that last like really nice glossy look, almost like it was just waxed. So he's gonna go over the paint with a microfiber cloth and the gloss detailer on this thing. Sprays it on the microfiber, so you don't spray it directly onto the bike.
You can spray it directly on the bike, but for me it's better to spray on
the cloth.
On the cloth, yeah.
Okay.
Turn it around.
You flip the cloth off then?
Yes.
So when it gets too wet, you flip it or what?
Yeah.
If you get too much excess water on the cloth, just flip it over, go to a new side. Hopefully we've got most of the loose water off with the blower. So you're putting the gloss detailer on the chrome finishes as well?
Yes.
Okay. So you're doing the mirrors with the gloss detailer as well?
Yeah, you can just all over.
All the switch housings, the bars, the LCD screen, the chrome riser there, headlamp. So the gloss detailer is kind of like your finisher.
Yes.
You finish everything off. So this bike had a sticker on it, and so there's like some sticky residue on the front fender that doesn't come off real well with soap and water. And we get a lot of questions about like how to get something like this off paint. So what we're going to be using here is GOOF. And what do we do? I'll show you. Just shoot that on the rag.
Yes. Just put a little bit on the rag.
Go to town. Real gentle wipes.
Yes.
Very gentle, microfiber cloth. You don't want to scratch the paint when you're doing this. You probably got to change sides of the rag pretty often, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so make sure that, you know, once you feel like the grime is being picked up by the cloth, you got to go to a new area of the cloth. Nice, that came off nicely.
Wipe it off.
And is that just like a brand new microfiber,
yes.
like the detailer on it?
Yeah, that's the one with
the gloss detailer?
Glass, yeah.
Okay. Wipe that off. Now we got a good looking fender. Alright, so we're going to do some leather work. So we're going to do the leather seat, the passenger seat, and the saddlebag. So we use here the seat, saddlebag, and trim cleaner. This is a Harley-Davidson product you should be able to get at any Harley dealer. Seat, saddlebag, and trim cleaner. Alright, cool. Just spray it directly on the bag and wipe it in. Alright, last thing we put on here is the leather dressing. Sorry, the label got a little bit tore up, but yeah, this is genuine Harley-Davidson leather dressing here. And so, what do? You dab that a little bit on the cloth and just wipe it in? Yes. Alright, we gonna put it on the seat as well, or just the saddlebags, or what?
You can put it on the seat and saddlebag.
Okay, anything that has leather. Kind of like the consistency is kind of like Vaseline.
Yes.
So you just dab some of that on the cloth and just wipe it in, and that really brings the leather back, like that high gloss sheen to it. And that dressing is designed to, you know, kind of soak into the leather so it doesn't just dry up immediately. It has some lasting power to it. The leather dressing also protects it from like the sun. So if you treat your leather really good with this product, you won't have like the sun cracking, and your leather won't be as prone to ripping and things like that. I get a lot of questions about the denim paint as well. If you have a denim paint on your Harley-Davidson, pretty much just substitute the gloss detailer with the denim detailer. So pretty much all the steps are the same. After the soap with the hand mitt process, where you suds the whole thing up and then you wash it off, power wash it off if you have a power washer. Then you'll take a microfiber cloth with the Harley-Davidson denim paint cleaner, and you'll hit it with the denim paint cleaner instead. On denim paint, you want to make sure you don't use any wax-based products on here. If you use wax-based products, you'll lose like that denim look, and it will get like a sheen, glossy look to it, which kind of defeats the purpose of having denim paint. Alright, so if you guys want to take your bike to the next level as far as like protecting the paint and making the paint look its very best, Harley-Davidson has a ceramic coat, what they call a paint protection, that we can put on. And what we do is, after we clean the bike and detail it just the way we showed you earlier, then we also will buff any type of like hairline scratches or any like dull spots in the paint that may have been like rubbed or something like that over time, and just make sure the paint is absolutely perfect. So here we've got Arturo on the buffing machine. And what do you use to buff?
3M compound.
A 3M buffing compound? Yeah. He puts it on his tool there, and he just buffs it out. So we just make sure that everything looks perfect. Sometimes there's like little like hairline swirl marks in the paint and everything, and so we take all that stuff out of the paint and, you know, buff it up. And then after we buff it, then Arturo is going to install the Harley-Davidson paint protection. And the paint protection also comes with a 5-year warranty on the paint. So here's the Harley-Davidson paint protection. So you got one for the paint and the chrome, and also the leather and the vinyl. Again, this is a ceramic coating on here, so it keeps your paint looking really good. You know, when you get dust and like water and things on it, it beads right off. And this is actually sold when you buy your bike and doing the paperwork. It's sold in the finance department. Like I said, this also comes with a 5-year warranty on your paint. So if you want protection on your paint that's better than wax and lasts longer than wax, then this is a really good solution for you. So now that the bike's completely detailed, looking good, been buffed out, and the paint looks as good as it can possibly look, we're gonna go ahead and apply the paint, chrome, leather, and vinyl protector on here, or what Harley refers to as their appearance protection package. Again, this is eligible on any bike that you purchase. So the paint protectant will also go on a lot of the powder coated items as well. So it goes on the front fork legs, which can actually protect from like the road grime. A lot of times we see like road grime build up on the front forks especially, and then if it goes unwashed for a long time, you know, we can see that to start to corrode. And so it's nice to be able to seal in the powder coating as well. He also puts it on like the engine guard, the powder coating there on the engine guard. Help seal that in as well, protect it from like road grime and things like that. You know, if you had like a chrome bike, he would put it on the chrome as well. Nothing goes on the engine though. So he's going to apply it to the inner fairing as well. Inner fairing is a painted part, so he's going to apply that on there. This is nice too because what this protects against is sun damage, and you know, a lot of times the inner fairing is more susceptible to sun damage. You can always tell when a guy's bike has been sitting out in the sun for a prolonged amount of time. It like starts to fade and everything, and the paint protectant is going to help protect it against sun damage. Alright, so next up we're going to apply the leather and vinyl protector to the seat here. This is really going to help protect your leather seat from the elements, rain, dust, sunshine. It keeps the seat looking better for a longer time. So now Arturo is going to apply the paint protectant to the saddlebags. We always take them off so we can get all sides, inside, outside, and all angles. Make sure the surface of the paint gets completely coated in the protectant. Alright, we got the final product here. Paint protectant is all on. And again, with this protectant on here, this is going to warranty you for 5 years against bugs, road salts, sap. Anytime you have some type of cracking or peeling or discoloration, fading of the paint, that's what the 5-year warranty is going to protect you against. But you can even feel, you know, with your hands, it's just like a different like surface and feeling now. It just feels like the water's just going to bead right off it. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. This has been a very comprehensive, full detail job on a Harley-Davidson. I want to give a special thanks to Arturo for helping me do the video on this one and doing the full detail, doing all the labor and doing all the hard work while I just hold the camera. Give Arturo a thumbs up on the video if you liked his work. If you'd like to do a full detail job on your Harley-Davidson, please contact our service department. If you're interested in applying the appearance protection, please contact Nick. And if you're thinking about buying a Harley-Davidson in the Southern California area, make sure you hit us up here at Laidlaw's Harley-Davidson. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Later.